So good morning, everyone. Today we have invited Hans-Peter Hildre and Seth from Ålesund to tell us about their ecosystem of innovation there. So I'll give the word to them to present us, and then as usual, we are going to have 10 to 15 minutes of discussions. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mara. Good morning, Anne here. Last week, we also had a talk from Ålesund. Then it was about the innovation boot camp that we arranged in Ålesund on behalf of the faculty with people from all campuses. That was one action involved the ecosystem. Today, we will talk more holistic about what we're doing with working with our ecosystem here in Ålesund. And today, last week I was here together with a student. This time, today I'm here together with a professor, Hans-Peter Hildre. So I guess you all know him. So he is head of our department here in Ålesund. And I still work as innovation manager here in the department together with Hans-Peter. So Hans-Peter, I think you can do the start here about our ecosystem. And
yeah, I can start by trying to explain what the signals from the government. In 2005, we got a new law about universities and university colleges. We should, extensively cooperate with the society, the industry, and the culture environment. So the universities got more expectation from the government, actually. In 2017 to 2088, we have a long-term plan for research and higher education. Then we should contribute to solve the bigger challenges in the society and also create the new workplaces, transformations, digital transformations, green shift, and so on. So the government during many years had tried to give the universities a bigger role in the society. And we got a new law for universities and university colleges in 2020. Then we should even be an engine in the regional development. That is a huge step, actually, how to be an engine in the regional development and how to contribute, one back on that, and also how to contribute to changes in the government, in the society and in the industry. Okay, next one. And even the university, as a long-term plan research strategy, they added this entrepreneurship and giving contributions to the industry and our environment. Next one. And then we can be quite surprised when the new government now are changing how the universities are financed. Student exchange will disappear, publication disappear, doing European project will disappear, research council and so on. Even doing research with the industry will disappear as contribution for the financial systems. An indicator for innovation, that is forgotten. That has been, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 projects at NTNU defining indicators for innovations and how this can be financed from the government. Next one. So it is actually, I will say this is a setback, and the universities are starting to have pro-rector innovation and at faculties pro-dean innovation and the departments also innovation managers. I don't know what will happen in the future actually, but I feel this is a significant setback because we have been counting very carefully. Between 2003 and 2014, it was created 350,000 new workplaces in Norway. And we did verify and count and test that 1/3 of these new workplaces was in the existing established companies. 1/3 in small companies, new companies that was established. An additional 1/3 from small new companies that are able to do scale up, global scale up. The consequence and the really consequence of this is that 2 of 3 new workplaces are created by new and young.
So to look at
most of our research and activity is with this 1/3 older established companies. We are not doing enough effort into these new companies. And I think this is a very critical factor, actually. Next one. And we have been looking at how new companies are created. We can split this in 2 types of new companies. In Norway, it is started more than 70,000 new companies every year, almost 80,000 new companies every year.
you see number of bachelor.
Number. It is not any point to start more companies. The point is to start companies that are able to grow. And these companies are usually based on an innovation, more than you are making something that everybody else are making. And they will quite often have a kind of development curve looking like this. So the number of employees and the turnover will grow quite fast because it is based on an innovation. Next. Okay. If you are looking at the environment around Ålesund, we have klynge. We have a cluster of maritime activity. That is the core of this in this figure, in the bottom of this figure. So we have a kind of cluster capacity. If we are moving 100 years back in time, this cluster has a lot of entrepreneurship capacity. A lot of people did entrepreneurship. Universities, we are supporting the cluster with innovation capacity. Research, lot of research, education, and all our students will have a lot of new skills and new experience and so on. This is innovation capacity. So the really power in a cluster, if we are able to combine entrepreneurship capacity and innovation capacity. So far at NTNU,
And this number of PhDs that have
pretty much a lot of attention to innovation capacity and let's focus on entrepreneurship capacity. And we have to combine this actually. That is why Anne is also hired at university to contribute to more of this entrepreneurship capacity. And it is so important that we are balancing innovation capacity and entrepreneurship capacity. Yeah, I think there's different types of innovation. In this, in Ålesund, we have been for many, many years seeing innovation based very much on this experience-based, doing, using, interacting type of innovation. To the right, we have more this scientific-based innovation. We do not see very much of that in our region, actually, but we can see this combined, how they are combining science and experienced type of innovation. Look at the next one. Yeah, a little bit more on it. This is a ship, typical innovation of a ship, a new trawler, new fishing vessel. This is a very tight cooperation with quite many actors. So this is a kind of doing, interacting type of innovation combined with more scientific approach. We have a ship owner in Blue Whale, the ship owner company that needs a more greener type of vessel. They are doing close cooperation with designers and producers of propellers and gears, and they have very close cooperation with Ulstein that is designing and putting all these technologies together. They want to have more nice treatment of the fish, so we have a better fish quality. Then we have close cooperation, Evotech and Seaflow, freezing and the factory in the ship with PTG, and it is built by Westcon. All these partners are working together very closely to design this type of vessels. So this is a kind of combination of experience, many partners that is doing very close cooperations in how they are doing the design. It is not one scientific research and scientific new insight that is creating it. It is close cooperation with many partners. Next one. So then the question is how NTNU can be a very close cooperating partner in an ecosystem for innovation. And we can see that innovations occurs quite frequently in clusters like this, because this is a teamwork. Many actors that are cooperating one month and they are competing and another month. So this is a kind of cooperation and competing step by step. This type of innovation is pretty much social processes. Interaction and communication between partners is a key and a preconditions to do innovations. That is why informal cooperation is very important. So this cooperation between many partners is powering and nurturing innovation. So this element is a key for an ecosystem for innovation. And NTNU, you have to be a part of this ecosystem, have to be a part of this innovation, and have to work together with the companies doing innovations. NTNU have to be very open and invite companies to the campus, and our students should be a part as well on this type of activity. Next. So our goal and our thinking is to be close to these companies, invite the companies to the campus, to be relevant and very close to the field of practice, and also have then innovation in a close cooperation with the industry in our surrounding.
Yeah, thank you, Hans-Petter. Then I will talk a bit more specific what we do in our department. And you referred to all these players, Hans-Petter, and we see a figure here to the right, the ecosystem for innovation, with these actors that all have to interact to stimulate for innovation activity. And we have put up some targets in our department here in Ålesund in order to increase this interaction with the ecosystem. So number one is to look at our courses to see if we can offer something new in product development, innovation. And we can look at that only for the department. We also look across other departments in Ålesund. How can we cooperate with them? Because that is also important. Not only taking the engineering students, but combine it with other students. For instance, students studying the business part of it. Then we have some targets related to developing the ecosystem in entrepreneurship in close cooperation with partners. We say that we have a target to have at least 6 DOFIs, these IDs submitted to TTO from our department in this year, and we're going to hopefully increase next year. So this is very easy to count, this kind of measures regarding if we are kind of heading towards more commercialization processes. Also regarding, same goes with the number of applications to the anti-NU discovery for funding of these kind of cases. And anti-NU and then myself is going to one startup annually, also something that is very countable. And another important issue is to say that all PhDs should have both an academic and industrial goal in their work, and to push them a bit on that side as well, on the industry side. And we also talk to the PhD and ask them, do you want a mentor from industry? Who should that be? And we use our network at our very best to be able to connect the PhDs with the right companies and people around us. And yeah, we also see a photo here of the people in Ålesund working with innovation as their position. So we have also created a forum here in Ålesund that we work together with these kind of things across our departments, including the TTO resource that we have. And we try to also look at innovation indicators and count on that. We see a number of bachelor and master theses related to a company. We say that we have at least 90% now of our students that write their thesis related to a company. And again, this number of PhDs that have both industrial and academic targets, that most of them have. Number of PhDs with industrial mentor is a process. We're working on it. Number of DOFIs is also green now. We have achieved more IDs this year than our target, which is very good. And also number of startups takes time, but we have some good examples and we are working with others. So one thing is to submit DOFIs, and then it's the process after the DOFIs, which is quite critical. How to play good and work good with both the internal innovation system, including TTO, and also our external environment. I also would like to mention one example of a scale-up program that Hans Petter and anti-NU and then myself is contributing it together with OKP, our neighbor here in Ålesund. We have run through now 41 companies that want to do a scale-up, want to scale their business. Hans Petter is the main supplier of the methodology here with the disciplined entrepreneurship, the Bill Ollett methodology. And he is teaching them in this step by step. And we have a set of advisors from our ecosystem that is teaching and pushing companies. And this is a very good example. Now we do it with established companies that want to grow, but this is also a model that we can look into for student cases, where we really systemize this kind of work and push student cases, student companies in the right direction, utilizing this kind of ecosystem resources. Example of actions that we are doing here in Ålesund. We are having different events where we actually trigger interactions in the ecosystem. We want people to meet across. So we arrange and we have a set of advisors with different people, research seminars with guest speakers. We have some innovation breakfast events for everyone at campus, and also these specific seminars to promote our internal innovation system with the anti-NU discovery, TTO, and so on. We try to regularly repeat that kind of events as well. And we also do these innovation talks with PhDs, also one by one, for those who are interested, and try to make the PhD more aware of innovation as a topic, and also specifically how they can work on this. Innovation bootcamps we mentioned last time as one good event to interact with ecosystem. And I would also like to mention structural measures, how to work with the ecosystem. We have established cooperation agreements with business associations, for instance, with our big näringsforening companies. And this is we have 340 companies that we reach. We have cooperation with our municipalities around us. Also happy to see that we got a new cooperation agreement with NHO yesterday. Maybe you saw that. Now we're also discussing how we can really use that momentum in campus level in Ålesund. And then we have new forums at NTNU in Ålesund, like PhD forum, where all our PhDs at campus meet. We also try to have some event for them involving innovation. We will have one tomorrow. NTNU Discovery is coming. We have the innovation forum across our departments, and we're also discussing an industry forum, how that can be, how we really can put a forum of industry players together. Yeah, so the way forward for our ecosystem for innovation here in Ålesund, what we see, what is working, we have increased attention regarding the topic innovation and our system to facilitate innovation work. That is very good. We can see that we are increasing the number of IDs to TTO here from Ålesund, not only from our department, also other departments here, where we really what is missing. We still feel that, like also Hans Petter said, it's not clear incentives here to spend time on innovation work. Research and education is still the main priorities. So innovation, there's still a way to go, how to really trigger focus and dedication on innovation. And we have a huge potential to lift promotion of innovation. It's actually very good cases to lift, good for media to write about if there are good cases. And regarding building further, student cases, student companies in our daily work. We want to offer more boot camps, more scale-ups, more interactions, seminars with industry. We want to train PhDs, including their supervisors and students, more in innovation and entrepreneurship. And we want to increase the promotion of innovation and entrepreneurship at campus level. I'm talking about developing a separate strategy here for innovation and entrepreneurship here in Ålesund. And also work more on the clear incentive side. And here we have a specific suggestion. Maybe the number of DOFIs really could have an impact on the revenue stream to the departments. That could be something, specific kind of ecosystem resources. And spent a lot of time on how to measure innovation, what works, but start with something. Maybe this is the one you can start with. Yes, additional reading. If anyone is interested, Hans Petter has written an excellent article this year explaining about the ecosystem and the measures we are taking here in Ålesund. And this is from Antologien, so you can get that if you would like. Okay, thank you. That's what we had.
Great, thank you very much. You're doing a great work there, and we've seen also last time when you presented bootcamp and all the actions that you're doing there. So I'll open now the floor for people in the audience if they have any questions.